Hi, friends. Welcome. We have been so busy with Stampin' Cross Country this weekend, and this is the final presentation. We had Friday night. Oh, let me back up even further. We did mystery stamping with all of my people and Stampin' Cross Country group on Tuesday. Oh, no, I'm crooked. We did bingo on Thursday night with the Stampin' Cross Country people. Then Friday night, we started our videos for our big event. And we did Friday evening, and then we did all day yesterday with the 2 suites. And then the 2 suites we used were the lovely arrangements and the Easter basket, and it was fantastic. We did projects on that. And then today we had a wild hair during a meeting about a month ago and decided that we would do some scrapbooking. And Stampin' Up! Has come out with so many new products for the scrapbookers. And so we thought we may as well show. So today's videos have all been public. So this is being streamed on all my channels, plus the Stampin' Cross Country channel, because it's public. I thought, why not? So if you're on Facebook or on my YouTube channel or the Stampin' Cross Country YouTube channel, it's all there. So say hi, and I'm going to do something a little bit different. The previous presentations today were all about building scrapbook pages. And while that is fantastic, and I have albums full of them, yes, I'm a scrapbooker. Let me rephrase that. I was a scrapbooker. I am not currently a scrapbooker. I can say the same thing about quilting. I have quilted, but I'm not currently quilting. Anyway, I do know how to scrapbook. I just haven't done it for a while. But today I'm going to show you something that even if you're not a scrapbooker, you might want to do this. If you don't want the big 12 by 12 items that we call albums, if you don't want the big 12 by 12 albums, maybe you want to pull something like this together to give as a gift, to give for any reason. You can use any paper you have, but I am using a kit. All right, let's see who's joining me tonight. Nancy and Pam and Shirley. Well, hello. Yes, all of them have been very well, and all of the previous people have done very well. My Stampin' Cross Country team and we love this so much, and they just jumped in with both feet and ran with it today. So the product that I'm using, let me go ahead and add my other camera. The product, I'm using a couple different products tonight, but to keep it simple, I decided that my main product was going to be the Make a Memory scrapbook kit. And I just told you I'm not going to do the scrapbook layout. You've seen the girls do an amazing job with this. So, but I'm going to use this product. And if you want to give this a try, wink, wink, this kit is currently on sale for only $18. And you could get a lot of these projects out of it that I'm going to show you today. So I have the link. Let me just put the link in here for the products that I am using today. I think it's going to go. Anyway, and I'll also put it in the comments. So I am using the Make a Memory scrapbooking kit, and I will show you different products from that. And then I'm going to use flip flaps. That's it. Today, that's all I'm using. These two products and, some glue. So let's look at the scrapbooking kit. Make a Memory scrapbooking kit. This is not, I didn't find this in the scrapbooking products on our website. I will show you after we're done today. I'll take you in and show you around our website to show you where to find some things. But I did not find this. This is in the kids collection. And like I said, it is on the last chance list. So, if you like a bargain, this is one. I think it's like half off or something. So fall in love with it, and then you can go buy it. All right, let's see here. Oh, this is from Nancy. Nancy says, today's scrapbooking classes were wonderful. Isn't that awesome? Thank you, Nancy. We love getting shout outs. So it tells you all the directions on how to do it, but we're not using it that way. In the box, and it does come in a box, you get stickers. And if you are multilingual, there are stickers in English, French, and maybe German. That's what I would think. So I need to find some German or French people or use some of these sayings on my scrapbook pages if I ever scrap my Europe trip. All right. Yeah, that's on the books. So there's a couple of these pages that were stripes of different colors for you to use. There's lots of 12 by 12, and it's thick cardstock in this one. I'm not going to show it all to you. I just don't want to miss anything. So there's just a whole bunch, and I have chopped some of these up. And then there's a page of leaves. And like I said, a couple different languages of words. I don't think you've seen the English version. Here is the English version. So that is in the kit. This was one of the sheets of paper in the kit, but I cut it up for today's projects. A whole bunch of tags, and I'm going to be punching these out as I go. I was going to do some of this beforehand, but I wanted you to get the feel of the whole kit. So there's this one. I don't know that I'm going to use, I might use the camera. But when you see the theme of my album, maybe the colors aren't perfect, but I wanted to share something that you guys would kind of think was cool. That's my opinion. So as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, we get to go to conferences if we choose to. The bill is all on us. Stampin' Up! Does not send us to conferences. The bill is all on us, but it is an experience worth every single penny, every single time. So those are the pictures that I pulled for this. And they're not the best quality pictures because my laser printer doesn't do pictures well, but I think you'll get the idea and it will be awesome. And I'm just excited looking at them for next month when I go again. These are from last year. So anyway, we have flip flaps in several different sizes. 3x3, 4x4, 4x6, and apparently I thought there was another side, but I have 2 packs of 4x6, so that's all right. There might be one more pack. Let's see here. Oh, I'm getting yay, and it says I wrote it, and I didn't write it, but Marcy's in the studio, so she must be typing away for me. Yay. Okay. So the 4x4 flip flaps. Excuse me, the 4x6 flip flap. Sorry about the horrible noise. I want to make sure I know which ones these are. They shut them. They come in a couple different orientations. So there's the ones that are for portrait, and these are for landscape. I'm not using the landscape today. So I'm going to put these. If this is what's to come with the adhesive, I'm in trouble. All right. So there's that. I have another pack of those. And inside the pack, there are 12. So I think I have 6 portrait. And then in the 3x3, I bought these before Stampin' Up! Went to just Stampin' Up! Products, and they were still using up some of the Close to My Heart products. So there are 12 3x3s, and you know what? The square ones don't have an orientation, so I'm not even taking those out. And the 4x4s are the same. Square ones don't have an orientation. So let's go ahead and look at some of the other elements for our album. I did not make this album up. This is not my creation. I watched Sarah Douglas, our CEO, Sarah Douglas, our CEO, she did an album a year and a half ago. No, it wasn't a year and a half ago, almost a year ago. There we go. She did an album like this on one of her Tuesday videos, and that's when we talked about scrapbooking and doing an event. That's where my mind went immediately. So, oh, Kimberly is in snowy Virginia. Well, I'm in frigid Montana, but there's not a lot of snow. I would love snow over frigid. So this is a piece of the designer series paper that was in this kit, and it's 10.5 by 6.5, and I scored it at 5.25 this way. This is the cover. So we're just going to fold it and crease it. All right, have it open this way. The reason it is this size is because it is a little bit larger than this. That way the pictures, the flip flaps are going to be safe. They'll have a little bit of, and this paper is really thick, so they'll have a little bit of protection. All right, now before we do that, we're going to add a decorative spine. So that paper I told you I chopped up, this is 1.5 by 6.5, and I scored it at 3/4. Where am I going to put these little cheat sheets? I'll put them up here, and then when somebody asks, I can just, they're there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and crease this, and we're going to glue it on, and then our album cover, our album is kind of complete. And the rest of it is so easy. I don't know that I'm not going to get my whole album done by the top of the next hour. We don't have any videos coming, but I just know it's probably going to take me a little bit longer. But you'll get a good feel of what I'm going for and how easy this really is. I printed a bunch of pictures up. I don't know if I'm going to use all of them. And I did not get all the people that I met or that I look forward to seeing whenever I go to these conferences. I did not get pictures of everyone, but I made sure I got the familiar faces that you would know. I roomed with Marcy and Cindy, and I just gluing this on here. I roomed with Marcy and Cindy, and Marion brought her husband. Go figure, right? No. She brought her husband because she had broken her foot, her ankle, something like that, and was on a scooter, and he took such good care of her. She's got to keep her, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, so I saw Marion. Barb, however, was not able to make it to the conference, but that doesn't mean that Barb was not represented. And I'll share that with you in a little bit. Oh, while this is drying, I'm going to catch up on the chat. Snowy Virginia, cold weather in Kansas, and snow and frigid temperatures in North Dakota. You just get the best of both worlds, don't you, Shirley? I would take the snow over the cold any day of the week. Now, as I look at this, I'm kind of wishing I'd have picked a different color spine, but that's all right. I probably could have gone with different colored paper for this after you see the pictures, but the price was right. I wanted just a really short supply list in case you decided to go for this, and this fit the bill. And the pictures are so many different colors that I wasn't going to find one that was common all the way through anyway. All right, so this is our cover. Now let's go ahead and we'll make it look more photo album-ish right now. I already know what I'm putting on the front. And I am putting on, these are the moments, and I'm putting it right across there because these are the moments. Now, how hard was that? There's my scrapbook cover, my little mini album. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to set that one aside. Oh boy. I sense a craft-a-lanche coming as I keep tossing things aside. All right, these are the moments. Maybe we'll do a heart, because I love going to the Stampin' Up! Conference. It is my absolute favorite. And, oh, I need adhesive. I need to get more Stampin' Cross Country cards out of the way. Hi, Kimberly. Yes, it is a kit of sorts. Let me show you the box. This is the Make a Memory scrapbooking kit. It is not made to make the album. I am making the album with it. The cover measurement is here, and the spine measurement is here. And I'd be happy to answer any other questions if you need it. So this is not a kit. This is a Cheryl/Sarah Douglas original. Haha. Sarah used totally different paper. So any other demonstrator people out there that go to the conference? All right, I'm going to move this up. Now for the fun part. I learned something when I rewatched Sarah's video today. I learned something. So we're going to take a piece of paper, that Post-it note tape that I told you I reused, just took a nosedive off the edge of the table. Oh, speaking of which, product of the month. This one sold out. So if you were saving up to get the January product of the month, it is gone as far as I can tell. So get a scrap piece of paper when you know you're going to have a lot of things flinging, and put a piece of tear and tape, a piece of, or a run of some kind of tape if you don't want things flying every which direction. And then you have a parking lot for them. See, there's my first piece of parking lot material. I learned that from Sarah today. All right, let's put a few pages in here. This is how easy it is, ladies and gentlemen. Mine's not going to lay real flat because I've got that wonderful spine on it, and that is okay. So find which side the adhesive is on, pull off that. They're very clingy. So, and then we're just going to line this up inside. It should have about 1/8 of an inch around the top and bottom. I'm not going to ram it right into the fold. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The first page is done. Now, I have, let's just put one together. These may not stay in this order. So there you go. There is Cindy and Marcy and I in the little scrapbook thing. I did not get these. I had some issues printing. So it's not that I love these girls more. It's just that the printer cooperated. There is Marion with her scooter and Marcy and I. And these are some of my other Stampin' Besties, Erin and Cheryl. They live over by Marcy in the Oregon, Washington area. So we're just going to put these on. And let me just grab, I'm going to do it fast. I'm going to grab some seal. Just pop it behind. I had some issues printing. It started printing double-sided, so you might see some pictures of other people on the back. Exhibit A. Don't worry, I have those other pictures later. It is a fun project, and you could do it. I think that was the one I was having troubles with earlier. All right, so I have better luck with the Seal Plus than I do the seal. And I'm going to eat my words right now. You know what? It's not sticking to the print. That's my problem. Part of this kit also is a roll of tear and tape and some dots too. All right, let me find, I wasn't going to use runny glue, but runny glue might be what we use. See, I have a better picture of these girls. It's the right size. Ta-da! You have to say ta-da, right? It's just mandatory. So we're going to put this back here. And like I said, I'm just going to build some pages. This may not be the order they stay in. So, oh. This is why I don't like runny glue. Now I have glue on here. Okay, everybody take a drink of their water while Cheryl cleans up her glue mess. Well, this page might have to stay there. How many adhesives can she have one page stick to? All right, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to just put a little embossing buddy love in there. And I'll finish cleaning it up after the video is over. So, sorry. All right, so now we're ready for another page. Yes, we need journaling. That's a given. But we're going to put another page. This one goes. So we're just going to take another flip flap. And, oh, where's my parking lot for my paper? So I don't have to worry about that. And then you just stack it on. And these are very sticky. So I'm actually going to line it up from my page edge on this side, because they're also clear and hard to see through. Okay, so this is some of the Stampin' Up! Staff. This is Chad. He was my DDM. He's got a new title now. And this is Natalie with Cheryl and Aaron. And she is now my DDM. I don't know. And then this is Sarah. She's our CEO. And I think I have another picture of all of us with Sarah. That's what I was thinking I was going to use. But like I said, the printer and I had a few words this afternoon. And I might move these pages. I probably will move these pages later. Oh, there it is. There's a group picture with Sarah. All right. So there's Cindy and Cherry. And I'm forgetting somebody else. And Cheryl and me and Marcy. All right. So we're going to put this here and here and glue those down. I'm going to see about tear and tape because I don't want another runny glue disaster. All right. Friend Bonnie's on the back, but then I have to peel all of them. Ah. And actually, we're going to do a front and back on this one. Parking lot. My parking lot got moved and I put my album into it. This is a really good idea if you remember you have a parking lot for your little bits of adhesive strip. All right. And then we're going to flip it over and we're going to add these on the back. Oh, you know what? My tape runner might work on the back here. Right? Oh, we're in business. Faster. Scrapbooking. There we go. Now, when I put this one in the page, I can just slide it in. And look, now I have pages in my little scrapbook. Oh, I should put something on the back of that. Anyway, I will. All right, now we're going to do something different. We could do the whole album with 4x6 portrait if we wanted to, but let's have a little fun. Let's make a 4x4. Sorry about the noise. Let's do some 4x4. Ugh, why they don't put that on the back? 4x4. Now you can't do a whole stack of these here, but we'll do a 4x4. Actually, I'm going to change my mind. I can do that, right? Because I'm going to use a 3x3. We'll save the 4x4 for later. I'm going to use the 3x3, and I'm going to show you why. Ugh. All right. So there's my parking lot. There we go. I'm going to put a 3x3 here. And then I'm going to put a 3x3 at the bottom. So they kind of become staggered. So then you get, because I love crafting, but my people are my favorite thing. Oh, I'm losing my earbud. So I love seeing all my people that the only time I get to see them is at these events. So let's put these in. And I didn't know these aren't the right size because that's just how they printed. So I made 3x3 pieces with white cardstock. And I'll tell you the stories. This is my friend Carol. She and I were on the Demonstrator Council back in 2020. Actually, I'm going to bump this up. I'm going to put it to the top so I can go back, because a big thing with scrapbooking is the journaling, right? So there's Carol. Ooh, I'm going to double dip. And this is Mindy. Mindy and I met when I went to my very first Stampin' Up! Conference in in Salt Lake. And they had an extra spot in their condo that they had, and they allowed me to stay with them. It was her and two other gals. Well, I cut my cardstock just a little too big. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to do this. These are probably big enough just to be in there. No sense in trimming them off, right? Okay. We're going to just sandwich these two fine ladies and slip them inside the pocket. There we have it. And this is Sandra. She and I met when I went to my first leadership conference. We shared a cab, and where Stampin' Up! Had the conference was a long ways away from the Las Vegas airport. So she and I got to chat for quite a while. And every time we see each other, we just got along, and she's a lot of fun. Oh, and the other gal is Bonnie. She's another Montana demonstrator from up here in No Man's Land, also known as Northeastern Montana. So there's those. This is Leanne. She was also on the Demonstrator Council with me. And Carol, I should almost put her back here. Oh, maybe we'll take Leanne. Maybe we'll do this. We'll take Sandra off. See, you can just move things around. We're going to put, and I can add little notes on here, because then Leanne and Carol have something in common. when I was in Utah, I got to spend more time with Carol. So these are 2 from the demonstrator council that I was on. And then I need to find one that I can use with Sandra. And I have a nice size one with Marion. Marion is the right size there. And you know Marion. Like I said, we didn't get to spend a whole lot of time with Marion because she was running around on her scooter. I shouldn't say running. There's not a lot of running. Poor girl. But she had her husband taking very good care of her. So we're going to put that there and slide Marion in. And look, we got the album going. Isn't this a fun little mini album? You could do this with kids very easily. Very, very easily. All right. And you build it from the back forward just so that when you're done, you have this great album. Okay. Because that's the side the adhesive's on. I guess you could build it from this side and put the adhesive at the front, but this is what Sarah did. So this is what Cheryl's doing. All right. I don't need these little things, but that's okay. Let's see what pictures I want to scrap next. Those could be on one side. And those could be on one side. We'll do another 4x6. My parking lot, I remembered to use it. There we go. And you can put quite a few in here before you have a big binding. If you got too many in here, you might have to score this so it had like a 1/4 inch margin or something. But right now it's going to be fine. All right. And let's grab a piece of these 4x6 cards were a part of the scrapbooking kit. And let's see here. We'll do that with those. Maybe we're going to do a different one. We'll do the flowers with the flowers. Oh. All right. And then I have some with stairs and different colors. I might use these because then they'll be complementing each other. Oh, they're going to be opposite pages though. Oh, the decisions. All right, we're going to go with this one and then we'll come up with the next one. So as someone who has a team and customers, I am fortunate enough to be considered a Silver Elite, which means I'm at a leadership title. Thank you to all of you. Anyway, we get to go and we get a little spoiled when we go to on stage when we're at a leadership. So there's Marcy and I, and there's an extra room. Sometimes there's extra little gifts or prizes or whatever. I think the one in next month, we get some coffee vouchers and we get breakfast one morning. Just some little perks for being at the leadership level and having a team. This is not working. So I decided to go with the flowers. Mercy, I'm cutting off your legs. I love the little flowers. No, we did not get flowers. It was just a bouquet that I liked. All right. I like it that way. So we're going to feed that one in. And I don't like the white. So I have one that I cut from that paper that I used for the spine. This will be pretty. They changed the entire staircase to a Stampin' Up! Themed staircase at the Raleigh Convention Center. So here is the staircase going up. They changed it all, so it was all about Stampin' Up! Here is my friend Debbie laying across it. She would love it that I was showing all that to you. And here is Marcy and I. I wish I would have cropped that guy out, but I didn't. So we'll put this on. Marcy and I got to spend a lot of time together because neither one of us had any of our team members there. Cindy is such a good leader. She had a couple of her team members there. And so she spent time with her team members and not only with us. All right, there's that. Let's see here. Nancy says, this type of album would be great to do for zoo animals or just different types of objects for little kids that could take on trips or church. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I forgot to put my focus on do not disturb. So before somebody calls us and gets us all off, I have a text message, but it was just Marcy responding to an earlier message. Nobody needs me, which is good. You know what? I don't know that I need the whole thing. I think everybody will see that it's the whole thing. So we're just going to put Debbie. She'd love it that she made the scrapbook. Debbie is my friend, Shirley, that lives in Harvey, North Dakota. She's Barb's friend. That's how I met Debbie, was when I went to meet Barb over in the Vancouver area for a stamping conference. That's when I met Barb face to face. We were internet buddies before that. All right. So they have crafting night. And these are not in order, girls. And I know I'm missing some. So they have a crafting night that's pay to play. So this is the night activity. So we're going to do a 4x4. Got to use at least one 4x4, right? And we're going to do 4x6. So we'll do the 4x4. It didn't go to the parking lot. Oh, but the parking lot's a good idea because I just tried to put it in my garbage and it wouldn't get off my fingers. All right. Actually, I'm going to put it in the middle. And I did cut some 4x4. We'll see if it works in my 4x4 slot. Oh, look at that. Awesome. All right. We're going to do... So this, I met Cheryl when I went to Vancouver and Erin. And every time we get together, we have to do a Cheryl picture. She spells her name wrong, though. Ha, ha, ha. So I'm going to put this up here, and this can be my little journaling page for that. And then we're going to do a 6x6. How you doing? Are you getting the gist of this? Isn't this fun? I'm just doing pictures, though. I need to slow down and do some other things. I'm going to take that one. Let's see here. I'm going to take this one out. I'm going to do a couple other things. So this one can be, remember I told you I had those tags? I had tags I could use. This one could be for journaling. So we'll put a journaling box on it. Look at that. There's lots of pieces in this kit to use. So we may as well use them, right? So then when you turn the page, I'm going to journal there. Here, there's also stickers. Not a lot of stickers, though. But you could stamp in here, too, right? All right, and so this is going to be the back of a card that was... Let's see here. There's just so many people, so many to pick from here. We're going to do this one. Okay. So this one is going, the back of this is going to be Marcy and Cherry and Cindy. No, not Marcy. Marion, Cherry, and Cindy. And then there's Marcy and Aaron. And I don't have a bigger picture of Marcy, so that's why we're doing it that way. And this is what Stampin' Up! Does. They call it their pay to play. I guess we call it that. And you sign up and it's extra, but you get the stamps and the projects and you get to just have some fun. So now we're going to put on the other side. One night they had silent disco. I loved it because the year before they had a dance, they had music, and it was so loud. I had to go so far down the hall just to have my ears happy because I couldn't handle it. But the silent disco, there were 3 different channels and you could choose your own volume, you could choose your own channel, and everybody was just having fun on their own channel. It was awesome. I would do that again in a heartbeat. So that will be opposite that one. I don't know if I have any words that would say something like silent disco. So here's the album so far. From Raleigh on Stage. And next month is Long Beach on Stage. And I'm hoping I get to see some of these people again. So I could keep going, but I have tons of pictures of more fun. Oh, I told you Barb was going to be represented. So this is a picture. We'll do that one. This one, we have to do this one. And Barb. It's got some pinks in it. We could do the stripes. We'll do the stripes. So we're going to do another, you know me, I'd probably do mostly 4x6s because I'm running out of my 4x6s. The parking lot. There we go. Okay. So Barb, this is Barb's bestie, Anne, and the 2 of us, we got together and we met, but Barb was represented because she is a $1 million achiever and we all got to have her stamp set. It was a prize patrol, which is Stampin' Up's version of a free giveaway. Not free, but you know, it's the giveaways that you get while you're there. Prize patrol. So see, Barb was represented because her stamp set is the Layered Thoughts stamp set. So she was represented. We wish she could have come with us, and we hope she gets to come to one down the road. She's not planning on coming to the next one, but this is my Barb page. I'm actually going to move it up so I can mention that this is Barb's bestie and her stamp set. For those of you that don't know Barb, she was another one of our Stamping Cross Country people. Let's see, where else are we going to put? Oh, here's a nightlife one. We could do a nightlife one with these girls. Oh, where's that one? I don't know if it went together, but it would go together. Marcy and I always have to have margaritas when we go because we really like margaritas. So we'll just call these two go together. Ha, I made it work. This is on the back. And you could choose to use the back or not. There we go. What kind of sticker could I use? I don't know. It's going to go that way. So then we have 2 nightlife pictures together. So there is the mini album idea. What do you think? Is it a good one? So I'm going to do one more page. Maybe I'll do a couple more pages. Because I haven't done the beginning. So I'm going to put a couple more 3x3s. I know, I didn't put it in the parking lot. I'm going to put this one down first. You can see my spine is getting, and they're in there good. I mean, it would take a tough little toddler to pull that off. And I know toddlers are tough, but it's put on there fairly well. Okay, we're going to do 2 3x3s. Just to give it a little bit of, and then we're going to do our last 4x6. So I did 6 4x6s, and then I did some random ones. And this is a great idea because these things are very clingy. Yay, Sarah. Imagine that. Sarah knows who what she's talking about. All right. So there you go. So if you like these demonstrations and you want to be a part of our next Stampin' Cross Country, our next Stampin' Cross Country is scheduled for June 27th, 26th to 27th, that weekend. And who knows what else we will be up to. We added bingo and mystery stamping and Scrapbook Sunday this time. So who knows what we're going to add next time. But we'd love to have you. Follow one of us or all of us, and it would be awesome to see you at our next event. I'm not, these are the ones that are available for my title page. I might go with the notebook. This is my notebook, and I'm going to go with Welcome to Raleigh. There we go. And there's more I can put out. Stampin' Up. Welcome to Raleigh. See, I should have put more pages in there. I've got all these pictures left. Oh, and we went and had chicken and waffles. See, I have the group picture from that somewhere. But this is going to be my title page. We are in Raleigh for Stampin'. So they had this big, beautiful wall in their convention center. I'm going to use a paper that would have been a great journaling one, but that's okay. I have the stamps to make more of that kind of paper. Right? Okay, there's my title page. And then we got there a day early so we could go do some touring. You know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on this cover. There we go. And then I have the reason why I'm there. And then I can turn this. Oh, I forgot to put it on the back. Oh. Do I have any others that I want to use? Let me look at what I have left. That one's a fun one. You know those two gals. Finishing swaps. Walking around Raleigh. We almost killed poor Cherry. She had blisters on her feet, and it was not fun for her. We had a good time, but it was not fun for her. Oh, here's our Cheryl picture. So maybe I will put those. All right, let me see here. This has to be in here. So we'll put this one here. And what else? They had absolutely gorgeous flowers. Maybe we'll put flowers on this one because it was spring there. It was winter where I was. Hi, Big Mama 6584. How are you? UK, huh? How is the weather in the UK today? And they had tulips. Oh, the rows and rows of tulips. So pretty. This is the one I should have used. There we go. And our map. Our tour guide was Cindy. She's very good at that. So there's my front cover. Turn the page. I have a flap. I need to put my Cheryl picture in there with my friend Cheryl. That needs to go. And then I need to pick a couple others. Actually, I'm going to take those out. I'm not chronological on this one. Go this way though. All right. And I'm going to put a couple pictures of us walking around because that was important. Raleigh. And the back. Oh, this was a good one. Cindy reading the map. All right. So there you have it. There is a glimpse of my trip to Raleigh with some of the people that you know. And there is my finished album. These are the moments. Welcome to Raleigh, Stampin' Up! And just flipping through. I used some flip flaps. This was Barb's page. My friends and I having a drink. The silent disco. Craft night with Stampin' Up! A little place for some more journaling. The fun stairs that they had. Being it on stage. These are my people that I love to see when I go. Not all of them. Like I said, I had some fighting with some printer. The Stampin' Up! Staff. And some of the scrapbooking. Oh, I could put some people back here because I didn't get those there. But anyway, I'm going to call it good with this little project. Something seems to be catchy, but it's all right. It will be fine. So these are the moments. Make a scrapbook, share it with a friend. Thank you for your likes, comments, and shares. I had so much fun this weekend, but I would be lying to you if I didn't tell you that I am ready to sleep tonight without thinking of what video or what project I have to get ready for tomorrow. I will be doing my mystery stamping on Tuesday, though, so I only get one day off. And I get to go get my hair done tomorrow, so that's good. All right, so there you have it. I will link the products in the description if you are interested in these. Like I said, this kit is currently on the last chance, so it is only $18, and you get a pile of things. I didn't even use any of the tags. Oh, wow. I will be going back through and decorating a few more things with the tags. But I wanted you to get the bones. You know how to decorate things as stampers. You can do that very easily. But I wanted you to get the how-to, and you can add the fluff with whatever you want. So, thank you so much for joining us if you are a part of Stampin' Cross Country. And if you weren't a part of Stampin' Cross Country, you are please welcome to join us next time. Even if you're in the UK, you can join us. You wouldn't be able to get the full retreat, but we have the digital option that you can be a part of everything. We just don't mail you the supplies to participate, but there are plenty of demonstrators in the UK that would be happy to help you fill out your wish list. So thank you so much once again, and I think we're done. Have a great, I guess it's Sunday evening where we are. Have a great Sunday evening and have a good week this week. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.